Philly, BEATZ.
I mean, y'all hearing what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Take a lot for a nigga to get inspired, man. So much bullshit out the tape, man. So much bubble gum. You know what I'm saying? I be having to get the urge to get in this bitch, man. You know
Sometimes you gotta let that thing ride, man. You know what I
Oh.
mean? Niggas be rushing this shit.
like waking up sluggish from a long night after they go to the gym. And I still get it in, get the reps.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Rolling woods in my neck to keep it excellent. And my ethic is catch a move. You kill the editor, bully the bullies. Prey on the predator, smoke that premium. Niggas ain't regular. Get it and whipping and flipping, accelerator. Lecture sliding through in the Tesla. Handle the rock like the professor. Felt the pressure for the lesser. Everything coming together. So relentless, more endeavors. Hustling more than ever. Better get yours together. Fucking them whores together. Catching you and your boys together. Good connection with God, put you and the Lord together. Heaven gates, nigga.
Turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
Yeah,
Shout out to
good.
Favi.
That was
Go
good.
check
Shout
that
out
out.
to Favi.
I like
Jason's
the
plan. Jason's plan. Jason, you failed. That's crazy.
That was fire.
That was good.
I got a movie coming out too.
What's the name?
Self-named Premo.
Yeah,
It'll be
I
out.
seen you been advertising that for a minute.
Yeah, it'll be out in February.
February?
They trying to push it to March 9th, Biggie. But I'm trying February. No, it's about really my life. Me when I was a correctional officer, to how I went to prison, to coming home, selling weed and shit like that, catching a little rhythm with the weed.
You don't get no flack for the correction officer shit?
Honestly?
You be like, Rick Ross did it?
Nah, honestly, I don't know. But see, with me and everybody else, I would have thought I would have been getting ridiculed and all that, but all right, someone's a correctional officer, this and the third. I'm still outside. Even when I went to jail, I was banging and everything. Till I came home, even with the robbery. Usually they say robbery kill your brand. It's like that shit didn't even faze me. That shit just rolled off along with everybody else. Like I motivate people. So I don't know, I got that type of energy. It's just everything repellent. I don't know, I'm just special. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The movie is definitely gonna be fire.
That's dope. That's dope.
Uh-huh.
You shot a video to your song yet?
No, we're doing that next week with Benny.
Oh, okay. Nah, you should ask this nigga if he was a foul CO or not.
Who?
You.
What?
Was you foul? He's a court officer.
I was a
Court officer. All
I was
right.
the one,
Yeah, they can get fouled too. They can make niggas wait all day. All
Nah,
types of
I used
shit.
to I pushed a few niggas back.
Oh man.
But I
They
also,
paperwork to the bottom.
that, bro.
but I
That's
also,
fucked up.
but I also done took warrants off and shit like that. Make niggas know before the warrant, the hold on, they out of there, shit like that.
Easy.
But
easy.
you know when niggas come through, niggas be dickheads and shit like that. Yo, young nigga and all that. Yo, give me a cigarette. No, that's when I can't touch them because I work for the state.
Right.
You know what? We gotta just get this low. You know how that shit goes.
That's like locking the nigga in though, bro.
No, it's not.
Sitting and keeping a nigga in.
Nah,
That's
you
kinda
do
like-
that shit on a Monday, you a foul nigga, son. No niggas been in there all week.
Yeah.
Push nigga, oh damn, nigga mom's waiting like 12 hours.
Damn.
Nah, but I did more good though. Whoa.
How do you look at the system, being that you was on the inside of it and
Both sides.
right?
I've been around officers to see how they think and their way of living, to being on the opposite side, inside the correctional facilities
Right.
and seeing how others think, the other side of the fence.
So was it like co-workers that you
Yeah, I was just
you
about to
saw and shit? Like
When I first went in, it was.
what
But
they said? It was like
it was expected. Like nigga, we knew you was in the streets in a way. Like, yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't no
Was they-
surprise.
Was they looking out?
Hell yeah, they look out. When they think you was one of them, they looked out. When I was on the other side in the prison,
No, that's what I'm talking about. When you became
An inmate.
an inmate.
yes,
Was they looking
because I know how to talk. So I'll go to them, start talking their lingo. Days off, RDOs, that they, oh, you know, I used to work, you know, once you tell me you used to work, he just got into a little incident. This ain't a career. He ain't a career criminal. But on the other side of the fence, when I'm in there, all type of shit. I know how to be a chameleon, I guess. But I definitely see both aspects. It's tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
Which one you gonna rap about?
Tough.
They gonna jump in the booth. Shout out to all the bailiffs.
That nigga is funny.
Yo.
That'd be crazy.
That'd
That'd be
bailiff
wild.
like,
Oh.
shit different.
Nigga do a locked up remix. That'd be crazy.
That's deep.
That's
Call officer like.
Yeah.
That shit
But to be honest with you, even with any job, if I would have had a job when I was younger, like you had a job when you was younger?
Yeah.
I used to work for a summer youth. I did McDonald's.
I did that.
Yeah, I
That's
did
it.
that.
That's the first I got was
I used
McDonald's.
to work in the state building on 2/5. Some of you.
From having a job to not having a job, it's like you gotta let me know your feeling on this, cause I wouldn't experience a lot of like 80% of the stuff I experienced in life. I wouldn't experience if I still had a job.
That's true.
Damn.
I wouldn't
That's
have.
true.
I'd have been still in the hamster wheel, like, you know? I wouldn't experience what it feel like to just go to Miami and rent shit or take trips to Dubai and spend your money while you're out of the country.
Depending on what kind of job you got, of course.
You could do
Yeah.
that with a job for sure.
You would do that with a job.
Yeah.
if
Now,
you-
but how
if your
frequent
job-
can you really do that with a job?
It
Depends
depends
on
what
the
your
job.
what your occupation is. I mean, court officer, y'all don't work on the weekends. Y'all get every holiday off.
Nobody, them people don't get no money. Cops, court
He's
officers.
saying for that lifestyle.
For that lifestyle?
I'm not gonna lie.
He ain't gonna be able to do it.
When I used to go out doing bullshit and I saw the police, I would stop and I have a conversation with them. And I'd be like, yo, it's fucked up. That y'all niggas started at 25,000, man. They doing y'all wrong. All types of shit. And then I just go around the corner and rob something. Because it's fucked up. Them niggas getting paid 25,000. You think they're really gonna do their job?
yeah.
No.
You know what though? Not every lifestyle is for everybody.
That's good. I'm good.
Not every lifestyle is for everybody.
That'll
Some
go over a lot of
people,
head.
there are a lot of people who I've noticed complain about their jobs, but they dig the structure.
But they what?
They dig the structure.
What's going on? That's
There's
what they could
something
do.
to be said about knowing that your money is going to be there every time. You know what I mean? Like every 2 weeks. When you're out getting it for yourself and you're out on your own, there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days, you might have a bad month. There's something to be said about, you know what I mean? It's certain people function very cool in a structured setup where they know the money. You do your job, you get paid. You do your job, you get paid. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not for everybody.
Nothing's
Like,
for
I
everybody.
always had a problem with authority on my jobs because I felt like I was smarter than everybody. I worked.
Yeah, I
for.
got a problem with authority too. Somebody telling
Yeah.
me what to do and all that. That's one thing I ain't like about that job.
You could tell me what to do, but if I think you stupid, you can't tell me what to do. Like, I think you're dumb.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Some people don't got the discipline to get up every day and hustle
Then there's
outside of that structure of going to a job. I got to be there at 8 o'clock, like you said, at the end of every week, every 2 weeks, you're going to be guaranteed a check. Somebody who don't have that structure, like you're ambitious. You always say, if my feet could touch the concrete, I'm gonna go out there and go get it. Everybody don't got that type of mindset. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. It's a real hustle out
No,
there.
it's tough, man. Because I be saying that to my kids, but then they got the other side, like, you know, they mothers that work jobs. It's always like, yo, make sure you got a backup. I'm over here telling them plan B is disrespectful to plan A. It's plan A or nothing. And then they hearing, well, you got to have a backup if you're going to do this. The backup to me is like, you know, you planning to fail. Yo, just in case I fail, I'm going to do this. But then you dividing, like, the energy you could be putting towards plan A, you over here trying to figure out what plan B is going to be about. That shit don't work to me. It's either plan A or nothing. So it's different. Some people, you know, they good with that. Some people not.
I set up plan A's and plan B's because, like with the Kennedy situation, right? I knew that the election was going to end at a certain time. I didn't think it was going to end at that time. But what I started doing, I started taking classes at Harvard Business School to set up for my next plan B. You know what I'm saying? So now I just finished the Harvard joint last week. So now, you know, so I have my plan A, but now a new plan A is coming that's going to be hopefully better than the plan A that I had. So I don't see it being bad as having a plan. If you don't got a plan, that's a problem.
How you graduate for Thanksgiving, nigga? How you do that?
They sent me my things that I passed.
I need to see your diploma, nigga.
I put it online. You don't like none of my shit, bro. You don't like none of my shit.
I don't be online.
I'm gonna tag you in it so you can like it, man.
Right, but still, this is all right. There's some people who are gonna follow become part of someone else's plan, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because some people, you know, sometimes I don't want the pressure of having to think of all this shit. Sometimes I just want, just tell me what to do and I'm gonna just do the shit. But I know that you'll never, depending on the qualifications you got, you're not gonna make a certain amount of money unless you get out there and work for yourself.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact.
It's just
Depending
not
on
coming.
the job.
That's a whole fact.
Depending on the job.
And I don't think that us as a people, we not taught that enough. You know what I'm saying? We taught, go to college, get a job.
Be safe.
Yeah, go to college, get a job. Not go to college, start your own business, be an entrepreneur, and things like that. Like, we fed to the system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that we need to get. I wish the stuff that I'm doing now, I wish I was doing it 20 years ago, because it felt like I wasted 20 years. But then when I'm looking at what I'm doing now, it's like I was building up to what I'm doing now, because I met you during my journey.
Right.
I met Gat during my journey. I met, all this during my journey. And then look how it's all coming together now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you just never know at the end of the day, man. That's why I thank you all the time for allowing me to be a part of your journey.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? I thank you every chance that I get, because
Yeah,
I
you
don't
make
have to
the-
be it.
You make me feel ungrateful. Thank you,
I
Matt.
appreciate you too, man.
I really want you
Matt,
to know. Thank
I
you.
appreciate you for being a part of
I
it.
appreciate
I tell
it.
Math that,
I never tell Matt that. Thank you,
She
man.
never does.
I tell Math
I
that.
do.
I know
I tell
Math
him
probably
that.
get tired of me. I'll be like, yo, bro, thanks. I mean,
Aw.
anybody could be in
I don't
the
get-
seats.
I don't get tired of it because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, how tough would it be being in that position and not hearing that?
Right.
True.
You know what I mean?
It's a
Not to
fact.
say that you need it, but
I texted
know,
my
it's-
boy
it's
that
part
last
of-
week.
it's part of the motivation to get out there and do more.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
That is very true. But I learned that with years of experience. Like, because a lot of people, you go to work or you work in an environment. I was just explaining this to my kids. Like, no one really hires you based on your credentials. You have the credentials to get in the door, but it really just
About
becomes
who
to
you know.
people like you.
Yeah.
Right. It's about
Yeah,
who you know.
And when you
Right.
working in the system, like moving around, getting promoted, like it's really about people liking to work with you.
Mhm.
That's it. And they don't teach you,
That's a fact.
in school. Like you don't go to like relationship building 101.
That's
you
very
you go
important.
to college and you take all of these courses and you just don't learn just like teamwork. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that that's why I feel like sports is so important.
That's the best.
That's
way.
what it teaches.
That's what it
Sports
teaches you.
is, that's
It
why
teaches
I'm
you a
happy
lot.
my son is in there. Like sports really teaches you that because you're working
Teach you how to
within a
lose.
team. Exactly.
Teach
It's
you how to
important
lose.
because my son is the only child. So it's good to see him, collaborate with other kids. Like I got him in tennis, swimming, basketball. You do all these different things. It's very important. It's very important.
Somebody said, what would you tell your younger self? What advice would you give them? With the perspective that you got now, what would you tell them?
Me?
I'll tell them, fuck that bitch. No, I'm saying.
I'm about to say, don't date him, girl. Don't do it.
Nah, real talk. We about to wrap this up. When we get into conversations like this shit about to be over.
Someone was up there like, oh, this is a good conversation.
All right, well, Kim, go first.
What would I tell my younger self? I would tell my younger self not to take out loans.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cat?
Tell my younger self not to rob people. I was an evil little nigga, son. But I'll tell my younger self, you know what I mean? I would have told my younger self to stay in school.
Stay in school.
Yeah.
Hey.
Be patient. I tell myself be patient.
Be patient.
Yeah, I rushed a lot of decision making. When it came playing basketball, came even with the streets. I should have been a little more patient with certain things.
Be patient. One day your beard gonna grow in.
No, the goatee.
One day, bro, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Be patient.
You tried it?
Stop. Yo, what's up with y'all niggas?
No, I'm just asking.
What's up?
You know how
I'm chilling. I like the way I am. I'm good. Nigga.
Niggas beards be having a preset. Like it's just gonna stay like that.
You mad because you can't do this. Y'all looking like
You
a pedophile.
can't do this.
wow.
Yeah.
Yo, that nigga ate his shit. Take his shit.
Yeah, like this shit forever on. Let's fuck with you, man. Come on, man.
I'd rather be my younger self again.
Spinoza, what you just said? I would believe in God more. I didn't start believing in God fully until I got a little older. You know what I'm saying? I was just being foolish out here, running around crazy, wasting a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to college until I was 33. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing too much. But like I said, during that time, when I felt like I was unproductive, I believed that I was building up to this time that I am now. Because rapping, being on stage, I'm talking in front of different stages now, bigger than any crowd I ever rapped in front of. And I feel like whatever I was doing then was preparing me for what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really change anything, but I would walk more in faith, because right now I'm walking in faith. You know what I'm saying? Like I go out there, I put my mind to it and I go get it. And other people see that I can make it happen, I make it happen, and that's that. You know what I mean?
Premo.
Me, I would say two things if I could squeeze it in. First one would be
Pause.
Oh, that was nasty.
That was crazy.
That was
we're from
crazy.
Brooklyn. Man. I know we in Harlem, but we from that would be I'll tell my younger self not to gamble.
You was just gambling, nigga. What? You was just gambling.
Yo,
You was a young lad.
all the connections you got off of
That's the
gambling.
worst addiction.
That's
the
crazy.
worst addiction. But the second one would be not to have somebody deter you from what you really believe in, as far as not caring what people either how they look at you or think about you. Just stay tunnel vision. Do whatever fits you. You know what I'm saying? You might hear an individual be called so many things, but when you start listening to niggas and start going to be that title they claim you for you to be, that's when you fail. Just have tunnel vision. Just be you and just focus on the whoever's with you is with you. Who they not is not. You know, you're gonna have friends that's gonna fade off in time. You just gotta go with the vibe.
MECC.
Good question.
Write more bars.
Take the condom off.
Nah. niggas brains pause is off, son.
You know what?
Niggas crazy.
I tell myself, if my younger self, I tell him to trust yourself. The faith you have in other people, have that in yourself. Stop being disappointed so much.
That's real shit.
Trust yourself. Trust yourself. That's meant to have less patience with people in general. Patience is overrated. Stop that shit. Stop waiting.
Me, I would have told myself,
Put the condom on.
I love all my babies, my love babies. I love them. I would have told myself to grab the fucking controller. I realized after a certain point in my life that a lot of shit that affects us, that slows us down, that stops us from doing shit, be emotional, like based on emotion. When you're playing a fucking video game and some crazy shit happen, you still know what the goal is. So if it's a fucking boulder coming at you, you just run around it and you keep going towards the goal. But a lot of times we get stuck off of emotional shit that in 5 years ain't gonna mean nothing to you. Might not mean nothing next week.
That's a fact.
Might not mean nothing tomorrow. I would have told myself just be less emotional, like live life like I got the control in my hand. I'm trying to beat the game. Because then I'm always gonna make the decision that reflects the goal. I would have stayed on that. And I might not have punched a couple things. That's about it.
Yeah. Ha! Yeah, I'm so special, I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. I'm like Ichigo, master in a red suit. This my Bankai form, I'm about to let loose. Better make your next move your best move. Straight out the gate, niggas gon' hate and try to test you. Watch who you with, who your mans, who you next to. If you take a hit with son assist like a nephew,
you can never check us. Homie, this a chess move. Wrote this on a little short bus, I'm so special. If Mav say get him, I'ma get him. Ain't no talking when I pull up. Park up, hop out, run down with my hood up. Now what the fuck are you hating for? Can't DFG get money anymore?